Hi Stampers, this is Judi Anderson with JudiStamps.com with another progressive project. Today's element, we will need our white Simply Pressed clay from Stampin' Up, our Buttons and Blossoms Simply Pressed clay molds. Today we're only going to be using the blossom one, not the button. An aqua painter or a sponge dauber, whichever you prefer, and a color of your choice. Today I'm using Daffodil Delight. To start with, we're going to be taking our clay out of this package. I love our Simply Pressed clay. It doesn't shrink on your projects when you do it. It stays pliable. It's not really, when it dries, I'll show you, it's not real hard. It's kind of flexible. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take a little pea-sized amount of the clay. I'm going to roll it in my palms of my hands like this. Now if you're just pulling it out of the package, I've been working with this earlier today, so it is a little bit pliable. You might want to roll the whole ball in your hands just to get it warmed up a little bit. You'll take your clay and just press it into the mold. Now, the first time you do this, I will guarantee you that your ball of clay won't be the exact size. I'll do the next one and I'll show you what to do if it's you have too much in there. So that's in there. I'm just going to take it against my countertop, push down a little bit just to flatten that off. Now to get it out, all I'm going to do is bend the mold and it pops right out. Okay, I'm going to grab another one. Like I said, after you've done, I know that that's not going to be too much. After you've been doing these for a while, I actually sit in front of the TV with my husband and press and pop, press and pop. Okay, so now you see that one's too big. So I'm just going to press it in and remove the extra. And then as I get down to the closer to the correct size, I'll just rub my fingers around the edge and remove it, and that's right on. Just press it in there, sure I get all the details, press it down on my countertop. Now you don't have to do this step, pressing it on your countertop. I just like a flat bottom, and then I'm just going to bend it and it's going to pop right out. And if it gets misshaped a little bit, just kind of squeeze it, it'll go back. Okay, now I will show you on another project the buttons. I will tell you that with the buttons you won't be able to remove them right away like that. You have these little, I call them Lego buttons because they remind me of the Legos when they stick together. But these actually form the holes in the middle of your buttons, and it's a little bit harder to get them out, so I usually let them set for a couple hours. Now, but we're not going to do anything else with these. Let them dry at least a couple hours. I let mine dry overnight. When I said I literally have hundreds of these, here's my container of my flowers. And I'm just going to grab 2 out. And there's that size. Here's the largest size. And yeah, here's the medium size one. So I like making them all ahead of time. I'm going to show you how to color them now. Some people like to color them with your ink refill before you've put them into the molds and that, but I don't like getting that ink on my fingers, so I like coloring them this way. Plus I can make lots of them, and one of the benefits of doing it that way is that you can, if you want to put it on a card, you can just grab your ink and color it, and voila, you have your correct color flower or button. Okay, I'm going to take this one that's already dried, and I'm just going to press it into the ink pad and get some ink in there. I'm going to take my aqua painter, pick up some ink from my lid, and just spread that around. Now I know you're thinking to yourself, Judi, that doesn't look like Daffodil Delight. It looks like it's more of a mustardy goldy color. Believe me, when this dries, it lightens up. So you do want to, even if you want a light flower, you want to do the coloring a little bit darker. Okay, now that's if you want to use an aqua painter and your ink pad. If you want to use a sponge dauber, you're going to take your sponge dauber, put it in that way, and just daub your flower. Now, the difference is this is going to be a lighter color. You have more control if you want the creases of your flower to be white maybe the tops to be a little bit darker. If you want to do your flower two-toned, what I would do is I would do the first layer and then come back with a second color in a sponge dauber and just brush across the tops of them a little bit, and that will color them. Okay, that's today's element. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and until then, happy stamping.